When I was a girl, our community in the heart of Africa was peaceful, nestled under the shade of great baobab trees. But those days of innocence were shattered by the reign of Queen Tana, the ruler of our land. To this day, her name sends shivers through my bones. Queen Tana was not born wicked, at least that's what the elders said. They claimed she became consumed by fear after the death of her only son. He was born a twin, and both he and his sibling had been weak from birth. The herbalist warned that twins brought misfortune unless appeased with elaborate rituals. But the queen dismissed the warning, raising her son and casting out his twin. When the surviving child died of fever at 8 years old, Queen Tana's sorrow turned into anger and then hate. She began to believe twins were cursed beings sent to punish her. One day, she summoned the entire village to the palace courtyard. Her voice was cold and unwavering. From this day, she declared, twins will no longer live in this land. They were abominations that bring ruin. Anyone who harbored them will face death. At first, we thought it was an empty threat, a cry of grief from a broken mother. But her words became law. Soldiers stormed into homes at night searching for twins. Newborns were snatched from their mothers, dragged into the forest and left to die. It was said that the queen herself performed some of the killings to prove her resolve. I remember the night they came for my cousins, Keke and Anu. They were only few months old, innocent and full of life. My aunt hid them in an old yam storage pit behind her house. But the soldiers found them. I heard their screams as they were taken away, and I will never forget my aunt's wails that echoed through the village. Some families fled into the forest, risking the dangers of wild animals and starvation to save their children. Others buried their grief deep, pretending not to see when the soldiers took their neighbors' children. My mother wept silently every night, clutching me tightly, though I was not a twin. It was an elder named Baba Dogo who finally dared to challenge the queen. He spoke before the council, accusing her of angering the gods with her senseless killings. You call twins a curse, but it is you who has cursed this land with blood, he roared. The queen ordered him executed, but soldiers hesitated. By then, whispers of rebellion had begun. People were tired of living in fear, tired of endless grief. Baba Dogo's courage sparked a fire in their hearts. One fateful night, the villagers rose up, armed with farm tools and courage. They stormed the palace. I was too young to join, but I watched from the shadows as the queen's soldiers fled the land. People dragged Queen Tana into the village square, where she begged for mercy, but mercy was something she had never shown. Her reign ended that night, but the scars she left behind remain. To this day, we honor the twins who were lost, lighting lamps in their memory during the harvest moon. Some say their spirits still roam in the forest, laughing and playing as they did in life. I share this story not to dwell on pain, but to remind us of the dangers of fear and hatred. May we never forget the costs of Queen Tana's cruelty, and may we honor those she silenced, keeping their memories alive for generations to come.